Hello dear learners, welcome back. Let's do a short revision of Chapter 4 in history by knowing its summary, by understanding bulletin points and by discussing question answers. Prior to the rise of Islam, Arabia was quite backward socially, politically, economically and religiously in 7th century. Before the rise of Islam, Arabia was dominated by Bedouins, a nomadic tribe. Family was basic unit of Arabian society. Patriarchal family system was prevalent in which the head of the family member was the eldest male member. The position of women in the society was very deplorable. Date palms and milk were the main constituents of their food items. Institution of slavery was also prevalent in the society. The slaves were treated ruthlessly and were severely punished if broke the social norms. Prior to the rise of Islam, the trade was not much developed. It was because Bedouins were always indulged in loot, plunder, and trade routes were not safe. The principle of might is right prevailed in the society prior to the rise of Islam because there was lack of a central authority. Prophet Muhammad is regarded as one of the greatest personality in the world history. He was born at Makkah in 750. Reciting Rama, Namaz, Roza, Zakat and Hajj are 5 pillars of Islam. Islam laid a special stress on principle of equality and believed that all men are descendants of Allah. Islam strongly opposed idol worship. The successor of Prophet Muhammad were called as Khalifas. The main duty of Khalifas were to safeguard and spread Islam. The Umayyad dynasty was founded by Muawiyah in 661. The rule of this dynasty continued till 750. Now moving towards the geographical feature of Central Islamic land, let us see the type of climate. It remains always hot and dry, blazing sun, and physical features, mostly we observe deserts and water is only exist near oases. Sand dunes and hill are very popular to see over there. Let us see what are the 2 ways of life in Central Islamic land. One is nomadic, another is settler. Nomads used to live in tent, whereas settlers used to make their homes near oases. Nomad they used to rear sheep, goats and camel, whereas settlers they used to do farming. Nomad used to travel from place to place in search of food and water, whereas settlers they used to remain in town. Nomads belong to tribe community, whereas settler belongs to trading community. Prophet Muhammad taught there was only one God and that is Allah. Muhammad's teaching upset many Arabs for 2 reasons. One is, he did not like being told to stop worshipping their God. Second, new religion seemed like a threat to those who made money from pilgrimage. Now let's see how Islam spread in Arabia. At first, Muhammad had few followers. As he gained more followers, Makkah's ruler became worried and planned to kill him. In 622, Muhammad went to Medina. Muhammad became a spiritual and political leader in Medina. Medina grew strong and conflicted with Makkah increased. In 630, Makkah gave in and accepted Islam. Muhammad died in 632 and Islam continued to spread. Collection of Muhammad's teaching that were written down and Muslim believed that Quran was the word of God as it was told to Muhammad. Let us see what were the common belief in Islamic land. According to them, there is only one God and that is Allah. They must obey Allah's command. According to them, world will one day end up and those who obey will be granted life in paradise and those who do not obey will suffer. Quran describes the act of worship, guidelines for the moral behavior and rules for the social life. Quran also describes the relation among people. After death of Muhammad, Abu Bakr became leader and he was the first Khalifa. Unlike Muhammad, early Khalifas were not religious leaders. Towards the growth of cities, trade brought many different people together and created wealth. which supported great cultural development in Muslim cities. This is an example of cultural diffusion. Two key cities in the Muslim world were Baghdad, in what we know today is Iraq, and Spain. Let us see the impact of Ottoman Empire towards the Central Islamic land. Turkish warrior known as Ottomans take conquer and rule the land from Eastern Europe to North Africa and Arabia. Led by Muhammad II, Ottoman conquered Constantinople and made its capital. Mecca and Medina accepted Ottoman rule, and empire reached to its highest under the Suleiman I. He took control over the Mediterranean area. Let us differentiate Sunni and Shia. The state religion of Safed Empire was Shia Islam. All other religion and forms of Islam were suppressed. Shia Muslim believe all Khalifas must be descendant of Muhammad. Sunni Muslim believe that Khalifa did not have to descend from Muhammad. Let us see the legacy given by Central Islamic land towards astronomy, art and literature. Towards astronomy, Muslims studied about stars, moons and sun and improved clock making and time. They improved the astroball, which is used to figure out the location on the earth. Another gift given by the Central Islamic land was their literature. Poetry and short stories are highly liked by the readers. Poetry basically influenced by the Sufis, which was focused on Muslim loyalty to God. Short story and legendary characters like Sindbad, Aladdin and Ali Baba. All these are very popular characters and highly liked by the children and the readers of all kinds. They studied philosophy of rational thought. For example, Sufism, movement of individuals who believe they can find God love by having personal relationship with Him. Architecture was the most important Muslim art form. Building mosques, palaces, marketplace, library, etc. They include dome, arch, colored bricks and decorative tiles. Art does not show any people or animal, but they use calligraphy in fancy handwriting. Introduction of geographers made more accurate maps and developed better way of calculating distance. Trade helped Islam to spread. Arab merchants took over their Islamic belief to Africa, India and South Asia. Trade brought new products to Muslim land such as paper, gunpowder, oranges, cotton and rice. Towards maths, combined the Indian number system with the Greek science of mathematics. Laid the foundation of modern algebra and algebraic numerals which we are studying today. In the field of medicine, they combined Greek and Indian knowledge with their own. They started first pharmacy school and discovered how to treat smallpox. They wrote a medical encyclopedia. Now let us discuss some important questions from this chapter. From short answer type question, the first question is, mention a few sources which provide information about history of Central Islamic land between 600 to 1200 CE. Answer will be Corniceller, biographies, eyewitness report, the Quran, archaeological evidence and saying of Prophet Muhammad. Next question is, who was the founder of Islam? The founder of Islam was Prophet Muhammad. Name the two main sects of Muslims. The two main sects of Muslims are Shia and Sunni. By which name Hijri year is known as and how many days are there in it? Hijri year is known as lunar year and in Hijri year there are 354 days. Name the first and the second Khalifa of Muslim. Answer is, the first Khalifa of Muslim world was Abu Bakr and the second one was Umar. When did Umayyad dynasty came into power? Name its last ruler. The Umayyad dynasty came into power in 661 CE and its last ruler was Marwan II. What do you know about the Battle of Karbala? The Battle of Karbala was fought in 680 CE between Yazid and Hussein. In this, Yazid defeated Hussein. When was Prophet Muhammad forced to migrate Makkah? Prophet Muhammad was forced to migrate Makkah in 622 CE. When and between whom Battle of Camel was fought? The Battle of Camel was fought between Ali's supporter and army led by Muhammad's wife Aisha in 657 CE. Now the last question is, where is Dome of Rock and who built it? Answer is, the Dome of Rock is in Jerusalem and it was built by Abdul Malik. Now towards short answer type questions, what are 5 pillars of Islam? 5 pillars of Islam are, there is only one God and that is Allah. Namaz should be offered 5 in a day. Zakat should be given to the needy one. Fast should be kept in month of Ramzan. All Muslims should take the pilgrimage to Makkah at least once in their lives. Next question is, what do you know about the main teaching of Islam? Towards the main teaching of Islam, idol worship is cursed. According to Islam, God, that is Allah, is Almighty and He is all-wise and merciful. Islam believes in life after death, in hell or in heaven. The sinner will go to the hell and face many hardships. The religious and honest people will go to the heaven and they will served by beautiful damsels. The Quran is the divine book of Islam. Saying of Prophet Muhammad is regarded as God. All are equal, no one is superior or inferior. Islam preach the principle of equality and brotherhood. There is no restriction on keeping slaves in Islam, but Muhammad asked his followers to treat them kindly. Let us cover one map skill based question. On the given map, mark and locate following Islamic land as depicted or described in this chapter: Fustat, Nishapur, Baghdad, Constantinople and Medina. That's all in this module, dear learners. Remaining chapters we are going to cover soon. Till then, stay happy, stay safe, and thank you for watching.